a critical examination of Drive whose colonialism in media. Doctor Who, the longest-running sci-fi television series in history, has captivated audiences across the globe with its epic adventures, time-traveling escapades, and extraordinary characters. However, beneath the nostalgia and excitement lies a far more complex and problematic issue: colonialism. Throughout its 60-year history, Doctor Who has traversed the vast expanse of time and space, visiting numerous planets, cultures, and civilizations. While the show's creators have often touted its stories as thought-provoking explorations of morality, ethics, and the human condition, a closer examination reveals a striking pattern of colonialist attitudes and behaviors. Let's start with the show's most iconic character, the Doctor himself. This self-proclaimed Dream Lord is a white, British, and, at times, aristocratic figure who is often tasked with saving the world from various alien threats. This trope is eerily reminiscent of the colonial era, where European powers imposed their will upon foreign lands, rationalizing their actions as benevolent acts of protection. Consider the Fourth Doctor, played by Tom Baker, who traveled through the 1970s and 80s. During this period, the show had a distinct colonialist tone, often depicting non-human civilizations as inferior, savage, and in need of guidance. In episodes like The Caves of Androzani, the Doctor and his human companions enter a Martian cave system, revealing a technologically advanced and sophisticated alien society that is ultimately destroyed by the Doctor's reckless actions. This portrayal of non-human cultures as inferior and in need of external guidance is a classic colonialist narrative. The Doctor and his companions arrive as saviors, armed with modern Western values and technology, only to impose their own brand of civilization upon the indigenous population. This pattern repeats itself throughout the series. In the War Games, the First Doctor is sent to Earth to prevent a war between his own people and a group of humanoid aliens. However, the Doctor's actions ultimately lead to the enslavement of the alien population, reinforcing the notion that white, British humanity is superior to all others. More recently, Doctor Who's attempts to diversify its cast and representation have led to charges of cultural appropriation and misrepresentation. In The Girl in the Fireplace, the 10th Doctor travels to 18th century France, interacting with a group of aristocratic women. However, the show's portrayal of these characters as eccentric and backward is a stark example of Orientalizing, a term used to describe the oversimplified and exoticized representation of non-Western cultures. Moreover, Doctor Who's reliance on Western-centric narratives has also led to the erasure of non-human histories and experiences. Consider Blink, a standout episode from Series 3, which features the Weeping Angels as an ancient, nomadic people. However, this portrayal ignores the complex history and cultural experiences of indigenous peoples, instead trading in tired stereotypes and reductive portrayals. Doctor Who's colonialist tendencies are a microcosm of broader issues in media. Many sci-fi and fantasy shows and movies rely on colonialist narratives, often under the guise of innocent exploration or humanitarian intervention. This kind of storytelling perpetuates a culture of imperialism, reinforcing Western dominance and suppressing non-human cultures. So, what can we do about this? How can we create a more inclusive and representative media landscape that truly honors the diversity of human experience? The answer lies in self-awareness, creativity, and a willingness to listen and learn. As creators, writers, and viewers, we must acknowledge the problematic histories that shape our stories. We must listen to marginalized voices and give them agency in the narrative. We must create stories that reflect the complexity and richness of non-Western cultures. Doctor Who, as a beloved franchise, has a unique opportunity to break free from its colonialist shackles and evolve into a truly inclusive and representative show. By embracing diversity, by challenging its own biases and assumptions, and by creating stories that reflect the complexity and beauty of human experience, Doctor Who can be more than just a relic of the past, it can be a beacon for a more just and equitable future.